it is sine alpha plus sine 120 plus alpha plus sine 240 plus alpha. And we have to prove here that this is equal to 0. We have to prove here this is equal to 0. Now, how to do? First of all, if you observe these two, in accordance with what? Sin C plus sin D formula. That is, we can think this one as C and this one as D. Now, we have done sin C plus sin D formula. What is that? 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. We know this formula. Okay. So now let us apply this. It is LHS to start with. Sin alpha plus 2 sin C means 240 plus alpha plus 120 plus alpha by 2 into cos 240 plus alpha minus 120 plus alpha by 2. This is sin alpha plus 2 sin 120 plus 240, that is what? That is 360 by 2, that is 180 plus alpha cos 240 minus 120, only 120, alpha cancel out, 120 by 2, 60. Here 240 minus 120, 120 by 2, only 60. Now this gives us what? Sin alpha plus 2 into cos 60 means half. Sin 120 plus alpha. Sin 120 plus alpha, what we can write? It is sin 2 into 90 plus alpha. So you can understand here. 2 means sin will be remaining as sin. Sin will be remaining as sin. Now this is in which quadrant? Third quadrant. Just 2 into 90 plus alpha. Third quadrant means it will be minus. So what we write here? Sin alpha minus sin alpha, and that gives it. Sin 5x cos 2x plus cos 6x sin 3x, and we have to show this one equal to sin 8x cos x. This is what we have to show. So basically, this is in accordance with 2 sin A cos B, which is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. If you have forgotten, very simple, write sin A plus B formula plus sin A minus B formula, add up, you will get this. Similarly, with what we have, twice cos A sin B formula, that is sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. You can apply here sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Just we have taken here sin A plus B formula and sin A minus formula. If we subtract, we get this. So this sum is completely based on these two formulas. What we'll do, we'll start with LHS. It is half outside, 2 into sin 5x cos 2x plus 2 cos 6x sin 3x. This is half of 2 sin A cos B. 2 sin A cos B is what, children? Already the formula has been written, sin A plus B. So this is sin 7x plus sin 3x plus 2 cos A sin B, that is sin A plus B, 6x plus 3x, 9x. That is here, if we apply this formula, 2 cos A sin B, that is sin A plus B. 6x plus 3x, that will be what? That will be sin 9x minus sin. 6x minus 3x, only sin 3x. Now this and this cancels out. We are left with sin C plus sin D. Now sin C plus sin D, we can simplify this and then we can discuss the formula for sin C plus sin D. This is in accordance with sin C plus sin D, that is 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. So this gives us half of 2 sin 9x plus 7x by 2 into cos 9x minus 7x by 2. This gives us half of into 2 sine 9 plus 7, 16 by 2, 8x into cos x. So this half and 2 cancels out, sine 8x into cos x. So this gives a formula sine 8x cos x. It is sec pi by 4 plus theta into sec pi by 4 minus theta. And you can see the proof which they have asked for is 2 sec 2 theta. That is this one equal to 2 sec 2 theta. Now since it is 2 theta and we don't know the any formula related to the sec, we'll convert this to cos. So for that we need definitely, if we see in that way, 1 by cos of this angle into 1 by cos of this angle equal to 2 by cos 2 theta. Now for that you need the value of cos 2 theta. So we started with cos A plus B first, just to see the formula. This is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. We take here B equal to A or A equal to B. We can write here A equal to B. When A equal to B, what we have? It is cos 2A equal to cos square A minus sin square A. Cos square A equal to minus sin. So this is one of the formula. Now suppose if you want to convert this to any other formula means suppose you want to convert the whole thing in terms of sine only. So what you can do? You can convert cos square A. You can write this one as 1 minus sin square A. So whole thing will be converted to sin square A. So you can write here cos square A as 1 minus sin square A minus sin square A. That is 1 minus 2 sin square A. First of all, you have to keep this in mind. Just this one. And another is next one, which we have written, that is cos 2A equal to 1 minus 2 sin square A. How we have got, you understood, the cos square A has been replaced. So both this formula you have to keep in mind. Okay, now let us proceed with the sum. We start from LHS. It's 1 by cos pi by 4 plus theta into 1 by cos pi by 4 minus theta. Now it is cos A plus B into cos A minus B. What is that? Cos square B minus sin square A. It is cos square B minus sin square A. So what we can say here? Cos square theta minus sin square pi by 4. Why you could do this? You can write it down here, children. That is cos A plus B into cos A minus B is equal to cos square B minus sine square A. So this gives us cos square theta minus sine square pi by 4. Now sine square pi by 4 means what? Half we know. So you can write this as 2, or I'm showing you the steps here, cos square theta minus sine. Now this is 2 by 2 cos square theta minus 1. This one. Now cos 2a is 1 minus 2 sine square. But here we have got in terms of cos square. You can do two things. Either you convert this to sine square, or you can convert here that if I convert sine square, what I should do? Let us see that. So this will be cos 2a equal, if I replace here by 1 minus cos square. Here if we replace, I'm showing you cos square a minus 1 minus cos square a. And that gives us 2 cos square a minus 1. So this is the other formula which you have to keep in mind. That is cos 2a is 2 cos square a minus 1. Now it is 2 cos square theta minus 1. So that gives us what? 2 by cos 2 theta. Why? Because we have applied this formula. 2 cos square a minus 1 is cos 2. So in place of a, if we have theta, it is 2 cos theta. Now if we take the reciprocal, this is 2 sec 2 theta. Here what they told us to do, at first let us see. It is cos of alpha plus beta plus sine alpha minus beta, and this we have to prove equal to 2 sine pi by 4 plus alpha cos pi by 4 plus beta. Now what is the requirement here? Why? What is the main problem? Main problem is we don't have here pi by 4 or pi by or pi, something not related with pi is we don't have. Another problem is there, here we don't know any formula cos c plus sine. We know cos c plus cos u, we know sin c plus sine. So here what we'll do, and the format if you see, it is 2 sine cos. So if we had this in terms of sine, then it would have been getting, because then we can apply sin c plus sin d. So if it is possible that we that is include pi also and bring it in terms of sine, how can we do that? See, we know actually that sine pi by 2 plus theta is, this will become what? Cos theta. Why? Because it is 1 into pi by 2 plus theta. 1 means odd, so sine will become cos. So it's cos theta. Now this angle is in which quadrant? Second quadrant. So positive, no issues. That means cos of any angle can be written as sine of pi by 2 plus theta. Now why I have taken pi by 2 plus theta? So that we can have pi also. We can bring pi also in the factor, and we can apply sin c plus sin d formula. Why I am interested in thinking sin c plus sin d formula? Because in the proof we have sine and cos both, which we obtain in case of sin c plus sin d. So now we replace by using this concept. We replace cos using this concept, and we get in the LHS as sine pi by 2 plus alpha plus beta plus sine alpha minus beta. Now you have sin c plus sin d form. Now you can apply. You have here this whole thing as c, this whole thing as d. So what is the formula? 2 sine c plus d by 2. C means here pi by 2 plus alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta whole by 2 into cos pi by 2 plus alpha plus beta minus alpha minus beta by 2. Now this gives us what? 2 sine. If we add beta and beta cancels out, 2 alpha plus pi by 2 by 2. So that gives us pi by 4 plus alpha into cos. Alpha alpha cancels out, beta gets added up. So this gives us pi by 2 by 2, that is pi by 4 plus beta. It is given to prove 1 plus cos 105 plus cos 165 to whole divided by sine 105 plus sine 375. Okay. Now here what will do? It is cos c plus cos d is given in this form only. So if it's cos c plus cos d is given in this form, sin c plus sin d is given. So what will do? We'll apply just the formula. So which formula? Here we will be focusing on cos c plus cos d. What is cos c plus cos d? This is 2 cos c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d. Next we have sin c plus sin d, which is 2 sin c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. So this is the two formulas which we have to apply because it is given in that format only. So you don't have any other option. This one. So now we apply this. So 1 plus 2 cos 165 plus 105 by 2 into cos 165 minus 105 by 2. As you think this is C, this is D. So 2 cos C plus D by 2 into C minus D by 2 divided by 2 sine C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. Just we have applied the formula, that is cos C plus cos D, which is 2 cos C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2 divided by 2 sine C plus D by 2 into C minus D by 2. Now we simplify. This is 1 plus 2 cancels out. It is cos 270 by 2, 135 into cos 60 by 2, that is 30, whole divided by sine 375 plus 105 by 2, that is 480 by 2, 240. So here cos 135. Why? Because this is 270 by 2, 135. Now we can see that this number will be cancelled out. And here we are left with what? 1 plus cos 30 by sine 240 can be written as sine 2 into 90 plus 60. Now children, 2 means sine remains as sine only. Now this is in which quadrant? It is in which quadrant? It's in the third quadrant. Why? 90 plus 90 plus 60. So it is in third quadrant. Third quadrant sign is negative. So 1 plus cos 30 is what? Root 3 by sine 60, root 3 by 2, but minus outside. Why? Because the angle climax of the third quadrant. This will be minus 1, 1 minus 1, that is C. It is sine 10 plus sine 15 minus sine 7. Now, it's a very simple sum based on sine C plus sine. What is the formula? 2 sine C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. This. So let us apply this here. So this will be what? As we always by generally we take, it is not you have to take the larger one as C, smaller one as D. It is 2 sine C plus D by 2. So 50 plus 10 by into cos C minus D by 2 minus sine 70. This gives us 2 sine 30 into cos 50 minus 10 is 40 by 2, 20. Minus, we can convert sine 70 into cos 90 minus 70. Because we know sine 3 is cos 90 minus 70. Why sine into cos? Because here you got the standard angle for sine. So sine will not be present after this. Cos is there. So if we have another in terms of cos, it will be helpful. So that is the reason we have converted sine to cos. Now this is 2 into half into cos 20 minus cos 20. Now 2 into half means 1. So this answer is 0. Cos 80 minus cos 40 plus root 3 cos 70. And we have proved that this is equal to 0. This is what we need to prove. Now, how to proceed? See, first of all, we have here cos C minus cos D. So you can apply here cos C minus cos D formula because it's in that format only. So what is cos C minus cos D formula? It is minus 2 sine C plus D by 2 into sine C minus D by 2. So we'll be focusing on this formula. That is 2 sine C plus D by 2 to sine C minus D by 2. If we apply that here, what we get? Minus 2 sine 80 plus 40 by 2 into sine 80 minus 40 by 2 plus root 3 cos 70. Now, if we simplify, is minus 2 sine 60 sine 20 plus root 3. Now, since this is in terms of sine, we'll try to convert this also in terms of sine. So, for that, we take this one as sine 90 minus 70 because all of us know cos theta equal to sine 90 minus theta. Now, minus 2 sine 60 means root 3 by 2 into sine 20 plus root 3 sine 20. Now, this gives us minus root 3 sine 20 plus root 3 sine 20, and that gives us 0. Because this is 2 to cancel out, so only root 3 sine 20, this root 3 sine 20 cancels out. It is cos 60 plus 8 plus cos 60 minus 6 minus cos, and this we have to show equal to 0 in the RHS. So since we have to show it 0, first we have to simplify the LHS. So if we just focus on LHS, what we get? Cos C plus cos D formula. It is just in terms of C and this is D. So cos C plus cos D formula. What is cos C plus cos D? Cos C plus cos D, that is 2 cos C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. So this formula we can apply. So this gives us 2 cos 60 plus a plus 60 minus a by here cos 60 plus a minus 60 minus a by minus cos a. So we can simplify this one further. 60 plus 60, 120 by 2 means 60. So we have here cos 60 into cos a minus cos a. Cos 60 means half. So 2 into half cos a minus cos a. And that is which is the RHS. It is sine 2 pi by 3 plus 3 minus sine 2 pi by 3 minus theta plus sine theta. And we have to show is equal to 0. Now, here if we focus on the given information, we can understand this is sine C minus sine B, which is 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sine C minus D by 2. So we're focusing on this formula. Now here, if we think this as C and this as D, so this will be 2 cos 2 pi by 3 plus theta plus 2 pi by 3 minus theta by just the cos C plus D by 2 formula into sine C minus D by 2. So we take here sine 2 pi by 3 plus theta minus 2 pi by 3 minus theta by plus sine theta. So this is 2 cos 2 pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3, 4 pi by 3 by 2, 2 pi by 3. And theta cancels out. Sine theta plus sine theta. Now cos 2 pi by 3, that is 120 degree, or you can think it as cos 2 pi by 3 only, as you are taught that you have to express this angle with some multiple of 3 is close to 2 pi. So you can think this one as 3 pi minus pi by 3. So this will be cos pi minus pi by 3. You can take this one as 2 into pi by 2. So this gives you cos pi by 3 only. But this is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative, so minus outside. So minus half. Now this gives us what? 2 into minus half into sine theta plus sine theta, and that is 0. Here in the question it says that we have to prove sine 19 degree plus sine 41 degree plus sine 83 degree equal to sine 23 degree plus sine 37 degree plus sine 79 degree. Here we start with the LHS part, which is sine 19 degree plus sine 41 degree plus sine 83 degree. Now, we can understand here that these two series of the form sin C plus sin D, these two term shows that we can apply here sin C plus sin D formula. Now, sin C plus sin D formula, if we see it is sin C plus sin D, which is 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. So the sum is given based on this formula, which you understand. At least the sum will initiate with this formula. So that is important because the rest of the calculation will understand after we reach to the intermediate steps of the whole sum. Now here if we apply the formula, it is 2 sine C plus D by 2. We take the larger one here as C, though we can take any one, but just for mathematical calculation convenience, we take the larger one as the C, smaller one as D. Now next one is, next term, what we get is C minus D by 2, that is 41 minus 19 by 2 plus sine 83. Now this on further simplification gives us 2 sine 30 degree into cos 11 degree plus sine 83 degree. Now this we can write as cos 11 degree. Now cos 11 means sine 79. So basically we have got this term. Now we are left with this term. That means from this term we have to get the other two terms. So to find that, we write here 2 sine 30 into, now sine 83 can be written as cos 7. Just we are writing in this format because we know sine 83 equal to cos of 90 minus 83 degree. Now we are bringing in terms of cos. The reason is we can apply here 2 sine A cos B formula, because if we have 2 sine A sine B, then it will be transferred to both cos term, but we need both sine term. Now we apply here 2 sine A cos B formula, which is sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. Now we can convert cos 11 as sine 90 minus 11 plus, this will be sine 30 plus 7, sine 37 degree plus sine 30 minus 7, so sine 23 degree. Now this gives us sine 23 degree plus sine 37 degree plus sine 79 degree, which is the RHS of the given expression. It is sine 10 plus sine 20 plus sine 40 plus sine 50, and we have to show that is equal to sine 70 plus sine 80. Now how can we do that? See, the format shows that we have to apply sine C plus sine D, but 10 plus 50 60, 20 plus 40 is 60. So if we take these two pairs together, it might help us. If we take these two pairs together, it might help us. And we'll be applying this formula. Sine C plus sine D, that will be 2 sine C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D. This is what you have to apply. Now we take parts. It is sine 50 plus sine 10 plus sine 40 sine 20. Now this is in accordance with sine C plus sine D. This is also in accordance with sine C plus sine D. So what is the formula, children? 2 sine 50 plus 10 by 2 into cos 50 minus 10 by 2. Just the formula. It is C plus d by 2 c minus d by 2 plus 2 sine 40 plus 20 by 2 into cos 40 minus 20 by 2. Now you can see this is 30, this is also 30. So you can take it common. 2 sine 30 in cos 40 by 2 cos 20 plus cos 10. This is cos 10 and this cos 20. Now this is 2 sine 30, that is it is gone. You are left with cos 20, cos 10, which can be converted to sine very easily. So after this step, we can write sine 90 minus 20 plus sine 90 minus 10. That is sine 70 plus sine 90 minus 10, 8. That is what is we need to prove. That cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13 minus 2 cos 9 pi by 13 cos 12 pi by 13. And you have to show that this is equal to 0. You have to prove that this expression is equal to 0. Now, by seeing this expression, you understand that if we start from the LHS, if we continue from LHS, at first let us take the LHS part, which is cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13 minus, here we will be applying the formula for 2 cos A cos B. 2 cos A cos B is cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. So here we have applied that as 2 cos A cos B equal to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. So when we apply the same concept here in this part, which I have taken this one as A, this one as B, so we can say that 2 cos 12 pi by 13 into cos 9 pi by 13, that is what we have done. We are thinking A as 12 pi by 13, we are thinking B as 9 pi by 13. So automatically we will be getting cos 12 pi plus 9 pi by 13 plus cos 12 pi minus 9 pi by 13. That is, here we are getting cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. So 12 pi plus 9 pi, that is 21 pi by 30. 12 pi minus 9 pi, that is 3 pi by 30. Now here we can understand that this one and this one will get cancelled out because there is a minus sign in front. So this and this cancels out. And we are left out here with cos 5 pi by 30 minus cos 21 pi by 30. Next, we'll try to convert this one in the lower angle. That is, here we have 21 pi by 13. So we'll try to bring in the lower angle. That is, there are two reasons why we'll try to bring in the lower angle. First of all, here we have 5 pi by 13. So that is one reason. Another is that we can see this is more than 13. So obviously we can reduce this term. So we can write here now cos 5 pi by 13 minus cos. We can write this one as some multiple of 13 which is closest to 21. So this we can write as 26 pi minus 5 pi by 13. Now this gives us cos 5 pi by 30 minus cos 2 pi minus 5 pi by 30. Now we know cos 2 pi minus theta is cos theta. So here we write cos 5 pi by 30 minus cos 5 pi by 13, which gives us 0. And that is RHS. Hence proved. Four sine 15. Sine 75. And we have to prove this is equal to root 2 cos 105 plus sine 75. Now this one. Here we have to convert this into cos of some angle plus sine of some angle. So how can we do that? At first we start from LHS. LHS. So this is 2 into, I can write sine 75 into sine 15. So this is in accordance with 2 sine A sine B formula, which is cos A minus B minus cos A plus B formula. Now this gives us 2 cos A minus B, that is 75, minus 15, minus cos 75 plus 15. Now this gives us 2 cos 60 minus cos 90. So this gives us ultimately 1. This gives us ultimately 1. Now from 1, how can we move on to this one? See. Here from this one we have to move. So here what do you understand? Here we have a root 2. So how can I bring this as root 2? For that, I multiply here root 2 into 1 by root 2. So that I can get a root 2 here. Now to convert it to cos A cos B formula, but I don't have a 2 here. So I have to bring a 2 here. I don't have a 2 here. So I have to bring a 2 here. How can I bring a 2? See. It is root 2, fine. It is 1 by root 2. That also you have understood. Now, how can I bring is as sum 2? I write here 2 cos 60 into 1 by root 2 I had, which I can write as cos 45. 1. 1 from 1 root 2 into 1 by root 2. This root 2 outside. 1 by root 2. Now 1 by root 2 is cos 45. This one I have written 2 cos 60. Why? Cos 60 is half. 2 into half, 1. This is root into 2 cos A cos B. 2 cos A cos B, what is the formula, children? 2 cos A cos B we know as cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Now this one we can write cos 60 plus 45 plus cos 60 minus 45. Now this is root 2 cos 105 plus cos 15. Now cos 15 can be easily converted to sine. We know the formula. Sine 90 minus 15. That is root 2 cos 105 plus sine 75. We said equal.